self-improvement will not make you successful. Your entire view on self-improvement and productivity will completely change after you watch this video, because there is something that all of these self-improvement gurus do not tell you, and it is drastically slowing you down from reaching your goals. You're so used to seeing, if not exactly, a very similar schedule like this. Wake up, go to the gym, have a cold shower, go for a run, meditate, and the list goes on. But have you ever really aligned these self-improvement actions with your goals? Well, I have. And I can tell you that the one thing I instantly noticed was that these actions weren't actually improving myself, but were distracting me from reaching my goals. So then you might be asking, well, how so? But before I tell you about my personal realization, let me provide you with an easier example to follow. Let's say your goal is to make $1,000 online, right? Would you A, go to the gym, meditate, read some books, and go for a run in your free time? Or would you B, open up your laptop and start researching ways to make $1,000 online? Obviously, option B sounds like you would get much closer to your goal than option A, right? So why are you wasting hours of your day obsessing over the things that aren't even getting you closer to your goals? And before you get triggered saying that everyone should go to the gym, everyone should read, everyone should start improving themselves, I actually completely agree. You see, I also go to the gym, I meditate sometimes, and I read whenever I'm given the free time. And honestly, most other things under the self-improvement roof. What I do not do is obsess and prioritize all of these actions into my daily life. Why? Because the goals I have set for myself don't correlate with self-improvement activities. Instead, I spend the majority of my time obsessing over things like YouTube, video editing, or selling my service to clients. Which, if you need a video editor or you're interested in my video editing styles and techniques, I've left the link in my description and comments for you to check out my portfolio. But back to what I was saying, you're obsessing over the wrong actions. Do you really think that the people that run the world have a set morning routine every single morning? No, absolutely not. People like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mr. Beast, etc., they pump out as much work into their obsessions to absolutely master it and make use of it. Does that mean you should not go to the gym and not read and not take care of yourself overall? No, obviously not. Just make sure that you don't use all of your time into actions that won't even get you closer to your goals. And I say this because I've experienced it. Back when the self-improvement niche started blowing up about a year ago, I got sucked into the mayhem. I started working out, paying attention to my sleep, and started a morning routine that, believe me, took up 80% of my morning. On top of that, I would read books to improve my habits, my perspectives on things, as well as my business knowledge and communication. I don't regret any of it, because at the time I genuinely benefited from it and I needed it, and overall it changed me as a human being. But what I found that I ended up doing was that I kept on doing these actions literally every single day whenever I had the time to. It took me a while to finally realize that I was not going anywhere. I was literally stuck in place doing things that did not get me closer to any sort of goal. And it's also when I realized that I needed to find something like a project or a hobby to put my effort and time into, or something to master other than using it to make sure my skin looks good or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, if your goal is to, say, get really big and strong, then go to the gym. That's pushing your goal. But a lot of people do a lot of these self-improvement actions that don't benefit them, and they don't get them anywhere closer to their goals, and they kind of forget their goals and say, well, I have to self-improve, I have to be the best person of myself so I can reach this goal. But that's not the case. And this is how I eventually came across the idea of coming back onto YouTube, as well as starting my plan to freelance my video editing service for other creators. To simply put it into different words, I just took action. Instead of feeding my brain with self-improvement, I started genuinely improving my skills and my passion overall. And instantly, I noticed a drastic change in how I live, what I prioritize, and what I accomplish overall. So some advice I'd like to give you from my past experience is to not fully give up self-improvement, like improving yourself overall, but just don't prioritize it when you have actionable work to do. Reading and running and cleaning a room and meditating are all very good things to do when you have time to go on your phone, watch social media, watch a movie, play video games, etc. But I believe that these things are not good to do when you actually have work to do to get closer and closer to your goals. So for the 20% of you guys that are still watching, I hope you guys were able to take something from this message or this video that was influenced by a recent experience. I'd like to mention quickly that I'm going through a little bit of a YouTube crisis. I'm not really sure where my goals are for the next 5 years. I know certainly that I made this channel for more personal content, in real life content. I didn't really know where I fit into the entertainment niche or if I fit into the teaching niche. This channel has kind of been both, but I have a whole different channel based on pure entertainment, and I've been kind of debating just regrowing that channel instead of this one, but I'm not sure where I fit exactly. So that's just an update. If I don't come back for a while, I'm probably on the entertainment channel, but I will certainly update with a future video if I do make that choice. Anyways, that's all for me today. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.